It's not letting me. What about ballroom level?
Now it's recording.
Hello. Check, check, check.
You're on.
Hi.
So I'm here in the Shy Lounge with Leva Bates, A.K.A. Blue Pants from WWE NXT. You have any other names you want to say that you go by in Shimmer or anywhere
Hey
else?
You is a good one. That girl.
I'm sorry, I'm taking a drink. This is a kind of a milestone for me because I'm a Blue Pants fan.
Are you?
You know, on NXT, with Carmella, and you say we introduced Blue Pants, and I'm like, who is that? And then by the end of the night, you were like so over to the point where when you came back, people just pop for you. So funny thing is that whenever you came out, I used to go Blue Pants on TV. You know,
I think everyone did.
Yeah. So you were like so over, and I was one of those internet nerds that was like, man, you need to sign her. She need to do all this. Mm-hmm. But I also found out that you do cosplay. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, I'm actually like a real geek. It's not like, sorry, that was probably loud.
We all are.
I mean, I'm not like, oh, this is my gimmick. It's who I really am, honestly. I was wearing costumes for no reason at all, like to friends' parties. It was like not a costume party, but I'm still dressing up. So, I did a bowling league where I made everyone dress up like different things. One night was a drag night. Mm-hmm. It was mostly all girls, so I made all the girls dress up like men. I was Charlie Chaplin. That was the first time I ever dressed up like Charlie Chaplin.
Really?
One of my friends, A.K.A, she is so mad because I made her Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish.
What, she's black?
She was Dominican.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so,
but it worked because we drew a beard on her and it looked perfect.
Did she sing?
She was just mad the entire night. No,
you and me, we come from different worlds. Things like that. So, I have a friend named Monique Dupree who does cosplay, and she's a screen queen, the original Gata, and she wears like ears on top of the head and everything. I can hook you up with her information, Oh,
cool! Yeah, I'm always looking for new like places and people and stuff.
Well, she's on Twitter and then she's on Facebook and everything, so I'll get you on that note. But how did you get into wrestling? What got you into doing wrestling? What inspired you?
I was actually always a fan of wrestling, to be honest. I watched it growing up. There was a small period when I was going through puberty.
Really?
I was like, oh, I can't watch wrestling. And then, like, literally a year later, I'm like, well, that's stupid. I'm going to watch it regardless. Someone doesn't like it, I don't care. They can suck it.
If you're not down with Leva, I got 2 words for you. Blue Pants. No, sorry. So,
but fine. Then, yeah, I always enjoyed it. I've always been into entertaining.
Okay.
I went to college and got a degree in acting and radio TV production. I always performed in high school, performed at college.
Where did you go to college?
Murray State University.
Where is that?
That's in Kentucky, because that's where I lived most of my teenage years.
Oh, okay. All right.
I bounced around a little bit. But yeah, I went there, and after that I got just odd and end jobs doing entertainment. Worked at Hershey Park for a little bit, worked at a dude ranch in Michigan for a little bit, finally went to Orlando, Florida, and got a job at Universal Studios as an entertainer there. And TNA was filming every 2 weeks at the point there. So
really?
you can go see it for free.
Okay.
Because it's part of the attraction, so they couldn't charge. So I was like, all right, well,
just
I
like
can
the
see
old
free wrestling.
Just
yeah,
like the old
not?
WCW, right? With the Disney tapings, they had it at Universal Studios, and they had like people in Mickey Mouse ears that was watching wrestling. They didn't know who was coming out, so it wasn't wrestling to them. It was just entertaining 2 guys in spandex rolling around in the ring.
Kind of.
I
mean, there's a mixture of like part guest and fans, because the fans always sit and wait in line. But yeah, I would go. I met a bunch of guys that were like in the Marine crew or just really into it. They had just started training, and there was a local school there. So they're like, well, if you act, you dance, you do stunts, did you ever think about doing wrestling? I'm like, yeah, but I don't know how to get into it. And they're like, oh, you go to wrestling school and you learn. I'm like, okay. I just went to college. That wasn't anything you can major in college, so I didn't know.
No, wrestling's not a curriculum in college. Professional wrestling.
I mean, no,
if it was
the wrestling program.
If it was, then there'd be a lot of guys lined
dance.
up. So, who trained you?
I started off at FXE, which is AJ Gallant, Matt Bentley, and Devon Dudley.
Really?
Devon went and left and did his own school with Bubba called the Team 3D Academy, and that's where I ended up at.
Okay, so
I basically was their inaugural class. I was in their inaugural class and been there ever since. So.
What notable names were there with you, if you know? Like,
huh?
What notable names were there if you were for you that were there? Like, who else was in your class that made
Sam
it
Shaw.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, so the creep.
The creep.
Actually, Q2 Marshall, who was at the show we were just at.
Really?
Yeah, he went to class a lot there too.
Okay.
I think he moved back and forth a lot, but yeah, he was there. Jesse Neal, who was on TNA for a little bit.
Oh yes.
Rosie Lotta Love. Who else? I feel like a lot of TNA people. Jade went for a little bit, like last year.
Mia Yim.
Los Pendejos, they've been on TNA a little bit. Who else you guys know? You probably know. I mean, a lot of people who do indies and stuff.
I know somebody that's down there now. Her name was Jessie K when she went down there.
Yeah.
I met her at 1CW.
Really well, yeah,
and I think she changed her name to Kennedy,
I think.
Kennedy Brink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's her Instagram name. I think her
Facebook
changed it again, maybe? Or maybe it's Kennedy Brink.
No,
Well, she's Kennedy Brink on Instagram, so give her a follow, y'all.
It's Facebook, too. Like,
yeah.
I met her before she went down there, and she's a very great soul. But, you got into it. But how did the cosplay get into the wrestling? Like, who allowed it? Was it just a part of a character that you had?
I told Bubba I wanted it to be like that. I wanted to do this, especially a time before there were any geeks in wrestling, hardly at all. Like there were no costumes, there were no gear inspired, like geek inspired gear. I really wanted to do that, and I thought there was a market for it because I was a geek. A lot of my friends are geeks, but we all love wrestling. So I think a lot of people who enjoy comic books, who enjoy video games, also enjoy wrestling. So I think, you can connect. For me, I can connect with someone if I get, pop culture references. I don't know. I'm a big dork like that. It's like the T-Fury shirts or the Ripped Apparel where it's, the two themes in one shirt.
Yeah.
It's, a weird, Doctor Who meets Superman type thing. Actually, I have one of those shirts, Send
me the link to that.
So I thought that's I always enjoyed stuff like that. So I wanted to mix wrestling and nerdiness. So when I first started, I didn't go full cosplay because I didn't know I could. Because you don't know. You test the water. So, my first gear was a black and red outfit. It wasn't his outfit, but it was, same colored as Vincent Valentine. And I had a little plushie of him and red goggles.
Okay.
And I was this super cyber geek girl.
Okay.
With my little Final Fantasy plushie. And then I just started testing the boundaries, testing the waters. I was like, all right, so the next time I think I did a was it Punisher? Or no, it was a Venom t-shirt. I did a Venom t-shirt cut up and I had Spider-Man on a noose. But then I had a regular skirt, a little skirt with my wrestling boots. That seemed to get no promoters were you can't do that. All right, so the next time, were you working heel? Punisher gear.
Were you working heel when you had the Venom on?
Yeah, I was.
There was nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You didn't. Yeah, again, this is my second show ever.
Okay.
So then the next show I did a Punisher outfit, which was almost full blown cosplay. It was a little black outfit. I had the Punisher logo sprayed. I had some artist friends who ended up helping me make the shirt. Had the little belt, but I still had the goggles because I was doing the goggles at the time. And then I had a water gun full of. I was a heel still. For some reason, I started off as a heel. I had a water gun full of invisible ink.
Oh.
So I sprayed people with ink, and they're like, "Oh!" But it disappeared and turned into water. So that was pretty cool. I was a jerk.
Yeah, I do.
But then, as each show, I was testing the waters. All right, no one got upset that I was dressed up. And then finally, I'm like, wait, there are no rules. There's not someone that's saying, like when you work at certain places, oh, you can't do that, or you can't wear this, or you can't do that. Here, with wrestling, there's so much more freedom to create your own character. I mean, sure,
Mhm.
like if you're doing a certain thing in a certain company, they may want you to be like, well, no, you have to do this. But just to book you to be like, all right, you're going to wrestle a match, I learned that I can do whatever I want. All right, I'm going to cosplay and see what happens, you know? And then I started, like, theming my cosplay either with my opponent or with, like, the time of year or with something that came out recently or that type of thing. And then it just kind of took off.
Oh, okay. Well, have you had any heat for doing cosplay during your bookings? Like you put on something and you did a match and people didn't like it, or they just didn't like you doing
I was
that?
supposed to be a good guy in Georgia once, deep South Georgia.
Oh goodness.
And me and Lucky O'Shea, Lucky was supposed to be the bad guy, and I brought my Chun-Li costume. I came out and I got booed for being Chinese.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not
No.
Asian
No.
at all.
No.
I'm not. I don't look Asian.
Well, for those who know, Leva is Caucasian, right? Am I correct? Yeah. You know. So the Chun-Li would have worked. Well, not in deep South Georgia, but
Yeah,
it would've
I
worked.
learned a valuable lesson. I was still really, early in my career. I learned a valuable lesson. All right, so pick and choose what costumes you do in certain areas. But it's new. I wanted to use it. It was cute. Because last time I was there, I forget what costume I did, but I was cheered because I wrestled Melissa Coates, and she was a super bad heel.
Oh, she's so
and
sweet.
I had a costume, I guess, that was white.
Okay.
And I got cheered. What did I wear? I don't even remember what I wore the first time I was there. But, yeah, I came back second time thinking, all right, they'll remember me. And I got booed for literally being Chinese. We had to change the match in the middle of the match.
Wow.
Like, sorry.
Ugh.
Let's go with it.
Well,
I gotta be angry Chinese now.
oh.
And it's funny, one of my best friends in the world who is a professional actor in Atlanta, so when you're a lot of actors, we're very, liberal. And
Yeah, we all
so
are.
he was appalled. He was like, I cannot, what? Are they really booing you for being Chinese? She's not Asian. He was so appalled that I was being booed
Oh my
for
God.
being Chinese.
Now, one of your outfits that I like is I saw it on Instagram and I marked out also. I think you did a show. I think it was in Pennsylvania, maybe, but you came out in Wu-Tang. And
Oh, that was actually North Carolina. Yeah.
yeah, I was one of the many fans, so you didn't get my message on Instagram. One of the comments below was like Wu-Tang for life, everything.
Oh, I think I saw it. Yeah.
Official Shin-Blade on Instagram, if anybody wants to know. I loved it, and I was just like, please come as Wu-Tang. Please come as Wu-Tang to LCW. Please come as Wu-Tang. I was crossing my fingers and everything. And, of course,
yeah.
that didn't happen. You had the Blue Pants uniform, the Fallout, what you were wearing tonight.
Uh-huh.
And, honestly, I don't know anything about Fallout. I just know, like, a lot of my friends say, you need to play this game. You need to play this game. But I'm too much on the road interviewing people.
I am too, and I still play it.
PS4?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I have a PS3, so I'm a little stuck behind the times.
A little bit, yeah. I actually don't have a PS3. I have a PS2. I lived with the PS3, and then I got a PS4.
You say it like you live with a cat. I live with a PS3.
Yeah.
It was.
But yeah, the Wu-Tang was actually because I was wrestling ODB.
Oh, isn't she sweet?
That was the whole joke of it. I came out like, what up? I'm ready to meet old dirty bastard. And then, one dirty bitch comes out instead, and I'm like, wait, who is this? ODB. No, it ain't ODB. Wu-Tang ODB. Where's and we did that whole storyline. It was really cute.
She came out with the BAM and everything.
Oh, yeah, we did the whole thing, and I drank my 40. She drank out of her flask. We spit in each other's faces. It was amazing. It was such a fun match, guys. It's on Queens of Combat. I don't remember what number, the most recent one. It was a lot of fun. Definitely
Yeah, a guy just walked by.
check out that
one of the
match
good guys.
because we had so much fun. The promos I did for that match cracked me up, too. I did a promo where I'm like, what up? I don't know why Queens of Combat did this. Christmas come earlier or something. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm like, I get to meet ODB. I'm so excited. Oh, dirty bastard. Wu-Tang for life. And then I, left, and then a minute later I come back all beat up, and I'm like, guys, I was wrong. It wasn't old dirty bastard. Huh. It's like old dirty bitch or something. I guess I should look at a flyer once in a while and I like walk off.
Wow.
It made me laugh so hard.
Well,
I do stuff sometimes just to entertain myself. So yeah.
Well,
and then the Fallout gear, because everyone says my X-Men gear, because I have to hide the X because of copyright rules on NXT.
oh goodness.
Looks like Fallout gear, so I decided to make real Fallout gear, like proper with the actual way, no lines on the thing, like the cuff, the number on the back. But I can't use that on TV because the color's too light. When we got it made, they used a little bit lighter blue, and now they're like, well, it doesn't really like work with our lights. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I use the Fallout gear for a lot of indie shows instead because I gotta conserve the pants. I use them so much now, and I have to wash them so much. They're really getting beat up, so I had to get another pair. Plus, they got lost one time. I sent to California, and it was on a carry-on, but a guy grabbed my carry-on and didn't know it wasn't his carry-on, and took it to California. So my blue pants were in California, but I was not. So it was an ordeal. So I got a backup pair made, which is the Fallout gear now.
Wait a minute. So blue pants came from blue pants to it could have been blue smelly pants to the blue traveling pants.
They really were the blue traveling pants. The sisterhood of the blue traveling pants.
That could be an NXT movie if they made one.
You know, on Lifetime. I know, I guess on the network, but it'd be a Lifetime movie on the network.
For $9.99. But I also want to tell you, being on Shy Lounge, I didn't tell you, you can relax, be yourself, kick your feet off, because it's a lounge from Shin-Blade. You know, it's just like kick your feet, be relaxed, you know, have a smoke, vaping most of the time, or have a drink, and that'd be it. But you know, fans are listening to Leva Bates. This is Blue Pants. Most of my fans are from India, so they're probably marking out to you listening to it. So, long as you don't cosplay as an Indian woman or whatever in Mumbai or something, it'll be all fine.
I do love Bollywood. I might break out in song and dance one time if they don't mind.
Yeah. So, getting back to it, what is your favorite cosplay?
You're asking me like what my favorite child is.
Oh wow, really? I was gonna say the Star Wars that you have on now. Your clothes.
No, this isn't cosplay. This is just real life. It's
So
like when people are like, you should cosplay as Jessica Jones. I'm like, so you want me to just dress like normal? And then I took a picture. Like I literally was wearing jeans and my leather jacket. And I was at Universal, so I just posed against one of like the New York looking like.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm like, I literally just came to work like this, and I was like, all right, cool, take a picture.
I think the post was you said a fan said dress like Jessica Jones, and you just hanging out, and I'm like,
this is me every day, guys.
Yeah,
this is me every day. Probably, honestly, Captain Jack Sparrow. I think that might be my favorite because I thought it was going to be garbage when I was piecing it together and putting it together and like making certain things and finding other things. I was like, God, this like laying it on the bed looked like crap. I'm like, this isn't anything because that's what pirate costumes are. They're pieced together from everywhere, like from their travels. That's what it is. That's why they have a random stash and another random stash and a random. Like trinkets hanging down and trinkets in there because they gather things and they keep it on them. You know, that's kind of life of a pirate. So that's how you put a pirate costume together. You get random things. I'm like, God, this looks like crap. And I put it on and I did the facial hair. I put the facial hair on and I trimmed it just to look exactly like Johnny Depp.
Oh man!
And that's when it all came together. I looked at myself with facial hair on, and I'm like, holy crap! I look great. This is awesome. I look sexy because I look like Johnny Depp.
Did you?
So yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Did you talk like Johnny Depp, like you know, just
I came out slightly drunken. I did like a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was obviously drunk, but I did the whole drunken monk thing, like.
Oh yeah,
woo,
drunk style.
It was fun. I did the whole sway, like the Keith Richards sway.
I love those movies. I mean, for me,
I've done so many that I can't even think about it. Like,
well, I hope one day.
I swear, and I love it. I love it because everyone's different.
I
swear every time I post a new costume, someone goes, "No, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite." Like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I posted that. 2 different people are, "No, this is my favorite now," and I'm like, Okay, cool. You know, I didn't think much about it, but I'm like, all right. And then, like, probably the one before that, which was Cherry Bomb, probably. Or I think I'm skipping one. But
Yeah, yes, I saw the cherry. I call it Cherry Bizom because of her Twitter handle
yeah.
and everything. And she's such a beautiful person. I seen her at Global Force Wrestling. Her and Pepper Parks, they're all married, and one of my favorite guys, Black G's. But for you done so much, and like you're so photogenic, and everybody just gravitates towards you when it comes to these pictures. I mean, I think the Instagram picture I saw you with Cherry Bizoms is the where you took an armband and tried to be like her, and she gave you the questionable look, and that's on Instagram.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, you know, she's a sweetheart. Hopefully, I interview her one time. But I actually wanted to ask you about NXT, if we can actually talk about it, because you know, like I said, how was it? How did you feel when Colin Cassidy did your theme song?
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean,
a lot of people take things so seriously in this business. We get paid to wrestle in spandex, guys. Like we're rolling around in a ring. And why are we in a ring? Like, why do you bounce off a rope and bounce back? You know, like, it's all kind of silly when you take yourself out of it. So why are people, I mean, don't get it wrong. Like, I'm very serious about, like, the commitment and passion I have for it. But it's a silly business. We get paid to play. Just like at Universal.
wow,
I get
terminology.
I get paid to play. I get paid to dance. I get paid to do stunts. For me, entertainment is a form of playing. I'm a big kid. It's like when you're a kid and you're pretending to be Batman and like, well, I was always Catwoman because I was obsessed with Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
You didn't see the Halle Berry movie,
friends,
did you?
He'd be Batman. The other one would be like Joker. You're Catwoman, and you're like role playing, like in the backyard, and you're chasing each other with sticks and stuff. That was always my favorite type of stuff to do. So that just kind of turned into my job.
Oh,
I dress up like Catwoman and I play. You know, like that. That's kind of what I do. Like
you didn't see the Halle Berry movie, did you?
that might be for me. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Is that the rap? You're for me.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a second out, and we're going to get the food that she ordered. So I'm here with Blue Pants Leva Bates, and this is the Shy Lounge, so hold on. That was part one of our interview with Leva Bates, A.K.A. WWE NXT's Blue Pants. We had to get our food and pay the delivery person, which we gave him a mighty fine tip. But speaking of food, do you like snacking? Well, on the road I do. I head on to Graze.com and order my snacks. Me, every 2 weeks, sometimes maybe a month, depending on how often I eat my snacks and how often I go on the road. But I'm going to give you a free code for Graze.com to have your first and fifth box free shipped to you. So go to Graze.com, enter the code SYLBAN4ZB from a good friend of mine, and order from Graze.com. Again, SYLBAN4ZB. Your first and fifth boxes are free from Graze.com. So head over there and sign up. That is Graze.com. Now on to part two. Independent and everything, and you were telling me about, I forget what we were talking about. Wow, first. We were talking about cosplaying, and one question
About a lot of things.
yeah, you know, we were talking about cosplaying, and the one thing I wanted to ask you about the Wu-Tang thing, like, you actually drank a 40 in a ring?
Yeah.
And by the way, also, she got her food, so she's going to be chewing a little bit, you know, because...
I'm putting the microphone away from my mouth when I chew.
Yeah. You don't want
I'm not talking with my mouth full, I swear.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. This is the third interview I have ever done where people was eating. Bill Apter was eating pizza. Facade was eating chicken wings. Now Leva is eating wraps and fries. So it does not bother me because this is the real life of indie wrestling on the road.
I'm just saying, out of the three people that have eaten, this is the healthiest one with the whole wrap.
You know, I haven't had a holiday dinner. I haven't had a real dinner in like 2 days. And meanwhile, this is taped the day after Christmas, but this is going to be January when it airs. And I've been having like beef jerky and not beef jerky, vegan jerky. Vegan jerky and like some croissants and everything to keep my body up. I'm drinking Surge from Facade, the Neon Ninja, just to keep myself up. So after this, I'm going to Waffle House in Lancaster, PA. It's a great Waffle House, by the way. And honestly, if Leva wasn't so hungry, I would love to have her at Waffle House. Maybe I could have had some Instagram photos or anything like that because she is so cool.
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry and I'm exhausted.
She's so cool that, like I said, she's very humble, which I'm shocked as because a lot of wrestlers I meet are like, yeah, I do your interview, then they just walk out.
That's not how I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was asking about NXT and, say Colin you were talking about wrestling and how people take things so seriously.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the song, right?
Well, you said you got off into a small rant about how people are taking wrestling so seriously.
I was. That's what I was doing. Yes, we are back. But yeah, we get paid to play. It's we tell stories. We're storytellers in there, but we do it with our bodies and, well, not just our bodies, with our bodies, our voice, our everything, the entrance to the exit. Think about it, like we're like, I don't know, we're just larger than life characters that come out, and it's good guy versus bad guy, or like good guy versus good guy to see who wins the good guy trophy. It's I don't know. I get it. People are very serious about what they do, and yes, you should be. But when it comes to like,
yeah, it's just a little throwback to the food.
If I came out being super serious, I don't think people would have got behind that. Like Enzo and Cass were at the time, especially then, they weren't super serious at all. That they were doing their thing, and it just kind of bled over to me, and I rolled with it. I was like, hey, what's wrong with my pants? And I was dancing and having a good time because Blue Pants is just excited to be there. Like, that's, she's not even supposed to be there. She doesn't even go here.
I I love the little dance that you do when you get in the ring. You do a little side swipe dance or anything like that. And honestly, you shifted over from being a hired jobber of Enzo and Cass and Carmella. You ended up being the valet, like a one-night valet for the Vaudevillians.
That was so much fun.
That it was just like, you came out in Brooklyn, and I saw that special, and I remember they said, we have somebody with us. I'm like, who would be with Vaudevillians? I'm thinking like a Vaudevillian girl. And the music comes up, and I'm like, oh, my God, Blue Pants is here. And the Brooklyn crowd just popped, all 20, 30, 10, however capacity was marking out for.
1,000, I think. Yeah,
you're one of the most over people in NXT, and you're not a contracted worker at NXT. And sometimes it's confusing, but it's sometimes business. It's not best for business for me. I'm very protective. If I got a good thing going, I'm gonna try to keep them. But a lot of times on Twitter and stuff, how many trolls do you get that go after you as much as admirers?
To be honest, a lot of the people who talk bad about me don't tag me in it, and I don't look for it.
Yes.
Because at first I did, when it first started happening, people troll themselves sometimes. I stopped. I just realized all they did was make me mad or upset or, like, hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? I'm just being me. Why do you not like that? And then I was like, wait, I'm just gonna be me. You like me or you don't. I can't go on forums. I can't go. And what is it called when you troll yourself? There's a word for it. Vanity search. I couldn't think of the word.
Like,
yeah, I never do
yourself?
that. I never, ever do that because you can't. It'll drive you insane. Because then you're like, well, why do you not get that, or why do you not like that, or or what do you mean, like. You start questioning and you start arguing, and you're like, it's all negative.
Okay.
And negativity breeds negativity.
Yes.
So I don't partake in that. I don't care. I'm a happy person, and I'd rather surround myself by positive things. So I don't look for those. So to be honest, I'm pretty lucky knocking out wood.
Cloth, couch.
Wood.
Yeah.
Most people that tweet me, like 90% are all positive or nice or funny.
Oh yeah. Fan art.
The people who really talk smack about me rarely tag me in it, so I don't ever see it. And I choose to live that way because you can look for the bad stuff, or you can just enjoy the good stuff you got and keep moving forward, and not let any negativity bring you down.
Well, I have to say, I love your artwork that people, the fan artwork that people send you. That's why not to sound like a troll or anything like that, but I trolled after the guy who sent you the Fallout artwork, and I said, I want to get that guy because I want some fan artwork. I mean, come on now. I want Shin-Blade got to have some fan artwork. I'm already having guys in Indonesia trying to be Shin-Blade and wants to dress up like me and be sensational and do everything of that nature. And I'm not pushing to say, please give me artwork, but damn, let me get some artwork. People take like Korean artwork of me and everything. And honestly, you're so sweet, and it's just a great thing. It's just to know that you're arrived. Now, I'm waiting for the Funko Pop figure of Blue Pants or Leva Bates to come up.
Oh my god,
but
that's awesome.
But the figure,
I actually have I made one. A fan, Nick Birch. He actually made me one.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. He took a Buffy one and made it into me. So
really, is it on
I
Instagram?
love Buffy, so it worked out perfect.
Is it on Instagram?
I think I posted a picture up. I mean, I have a lot of pictures of Instagram, and it was like early last year, I think.
Okay. Well, honestly, I forgot to, we're talking about cosplaying. We're bouncing all over the place. There's another cosplayer, female wrestler that cosplayed, Thea Trinidad. She did like Sonya Blade and Harley Quinn, and I met her in New England Fan Fest in June. And she showed me all the pictures on her phone and everything. And it got to the point where it's like, forget about networking. I want to be her friend. She has a channel on YouTube, and she plays video games and dress up with cosplay and go around and everything. She dressed up like Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
She did?
Yeah, it was one of her latest videos, and I haven't watched it yet because I subscribe to so many YouTube people, and you're going to be next. That I try to watch all my YouTube videos. It got to the point where I cut off my cable because it was so much. But positivity, that's what I'm all about. And I tag you in so many things. I say so many nice things about. Well, I say it when you're on NXT because that's the only place where I can find you. But now I'm going to find you at Shimmer and on tapes of everything because yeah, and now it's getting to the point where independent wrestling is where it pays. If you're in WWE, it's like you're held down to one place and one place only, and you're on the road.
And there's bonuses to both, to be honest. Pros and cons. There's pros and cons to anything, though. To be fair, so I wouldn't necessarily say like being a WWE is a bad thing. Not at all. Like honestly, if you shots I've got to have with them have totally skyrocketed me to where I was, and got a lot more people to see what my indie work was, which is cool because I do so many different things. Like if you follow me in Shine, I'm completely different. I still cosplay-ish, but it's a completely different like character and storyline there. Cause
wait a minute, did I make a mistake? I said Shimmer. It was supposed to be Shine instead of Shimmer.
Oh, I do Shimmer too.
Okay. Well,
that's why I'm everywhere.
Well, I got to get you down to Baltimore and.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Which will happen one day, guys. I'm definitely gonna do that costume. But like, where in the world is Leva? That's kind of my goal in life right now, is to be all over the place.
Yeah, I like Carmen Sandiego. I grew up on it.
Oh my god, that show is amazing. The acapella.
Can you sing it? Well, not by chewing, but can you sing the theme song?
I just know the chorus.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I remember that show with Lynn Thigpen before she passed away, and she was the detective on it. And the little game where they were.
Passed away?
Yeah, she passed away about, I think, 10, 11 years ago.
Oh, my God.
And there was
I didn't know that. I'm so upset.
There was that game where, like, they had a map, and you had to put the flag on the part where you knew where she was at.
Oh, yeah. No, I loved that game. I would watch that. Once I realized it existed, I would, I think it was on, PBS, right?
Yes, it was. I watched it with my cousins.
I didn't watch PBS a lot, but I would make sure I would try to turn it on in time to watch at least a couple times a week.
Yeah, are you being served? And then I'm being a boring geek. I'm a geek too, so it's nothing of standing to hold. One of my favorite shows was like Faulty Towers with John Cleese that I would watch. Very funny British humor and things like that. I mean, I'm
So
a
you
geek.
like Monty Python?
I had a family introduce me to that a couple years ago, and I just thought it was hilarious. And I think one of my favorites was the Book of Life when they had so many skits. And which one was it with Sir Robin when they had the song?
That was, isn't that Holy Grail?
I think so.
Yeah, Holy Grail's the one I watched the most because
he is brave, Sir Robin.
It's so weird. It was all awesome though. I was in a school like program called GT, which is like gifted and talented.
Yes,
and they take us out of our regular classes like once every few weeks, maybe once a month, and you do other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes we would get out of class and literally watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So I'm like, what?
What all that racy material? Oh my God!
I was 8th grade watching. I want to say it's also 7th grade too. But yeah, they also take us out, and we would just a bus that had video games. We play Oregon Trail, and then
Oregon Trail, really?
Yeah, right. I think it's made by the same people who do Oregon Trail, but it's like you are a doctor and you have to make medicines. Does anyone know? All right, if you guys are listening to this and you know the name of this game, because I don't, but I used to love it. You would have to like get ingredients and make different medicines. What was the name of that game? And you played it at school.
Well, I will say that
Not Dr. Mario.
Tweet it to was it Wrestling Leva on Twitter, and then also hashtag Shy Lounge, just to make sure she knows what you're talking about because she's everywhere. You know, you just can't say what's the answer and say, you know, Wrestling Leva the answer. And she's like, what are you talking about? So just hashtag Shy Lounge, and you would know the answer. Maybe
like, hey, the game you're looking for.
Maybe.
I can't remember the name. The life of me.
Well, you'll get a blue pants shirt if you tweet her.
What?
Well,
I have. I'm almost out.
See,
well,
that's
by
how
the
much.
time this airs, I might be completely out.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll get something like a picture dedicated.
A textual high five.
A textual high five. What is textual high five? Just high five.
High five you on Twitter.
Oh.
Maybe I'll do a video, like a little 15-second video of me high fiving the camera or something. But that would be to you, like, hey, at so and so.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me out. High five.
Tell me about your YouTube, since we're going to videos.
I have my own show. It's a geek show. It's called the Geek Soapbox, where me and my co-host, Lee Ponton, sound off on everything and anything geeky. Things that we like. So, sorry, I'm chewing. I apologize.
No, this is the lounge. We relax.
I know. I told you I'm relaxed and I'm hungry. I traveled and wrestled all day and I have barely had any food. Back to the show. We sound off on everything geeky. So one episode we might be playing video games. Next episode we might be talking about a premiere of a TV show like Arrow or Flash and discussing what we think about it compared to last season. Or talking about a new movie that's out. Going to a con. Doing tabletop gaming. Going to Tabletop Gaming Day. Traveling around doing that. Like, just all sorts of stuff. Like, we play card games. We play board games. I usually beat Lee at video games.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just have a guy coming over here. His name is.
Are you eyeballing my food?
His name is D. He's a cool dude. I didn't want him to interfere on it. I just had to get some information from him. I wanted to put him on my notepad for.
Oh, you want my phone number?
Yeah, I could use it. Really?
Enjoy your food, guys. Actually, I gotta go before it closes.
But tell me more about your about the Geek Squad. I mean the
Geek Soapbox.
Geek Soapbox.
Yeah, it's usually we air it every 2 weeks. It's on YouTube called the Geek Soapbox under ML Ponton's channel, or you can find it on mine, which is I think under Leva Bates or Wrestling Leva, probably. But yeah, it's just literally us sounding off about stuff. Sometimes we'll do a top five favorite scary movies for Halloween. One Halloween episode we did them watching me play Until Dawn, It was a lot of fun. And Lee... Oh, actually, no, Lee was playing it, and I was watching him eating popcorn. Yeah, that's what it was. We started doing Twitch stuff with the Geek Soapbox, too. So we played Gauntlet, and people, joined in. It's a lot of fun.
I got to subscribe to this. Is this on your page, or this is the Geek Soapbox page?
Just both.
Okay.
If you follow me, you'll be able to find them. But if you follow them, they tweet a lot less than I do, so you'll be able to see when new shows are coming up or new Twitch are about to happen. So you don't have to be like, oh my god, Leva tweets so much. Oh, but I follow the Geek Soapbox. Okay, it's a lot more streamlined.
I gotta make an appearance one day on this show. Hopefully I can, because you were talking about Flash and Arrow. I'm an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. geek.
I'm behind on that so bad.
Oh, really?
All right, so here's what happened. I was in the middle of moving, in the middle of doing, I guess a bunch of stuff. I literally thought I finished last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I was catching up on a lot of stuff. I thought I finished it. Started watching this season, and I had no clue what was going on. I'm like, what the hell is happening? So I went and looked back. I was 4 episodes behind on the last season, so I'm catching up on that. I think I am officially caught up on that season. So now I have to start this season, but I'm not sure it's on Hulu anymore, because I do all of my TV show watching on Hulu and Netflix.
Okay, well, I'm also a Gotham person. I'm in love with the show.
I really enjoy Gotham. I never finished first season because, again, I'm going to say...
We got Swerve in here. A.K.A.
We're in the lobby, so we've seen everybody coming by.
Hopefully he's a future guy.
Swerve.
Lucha Underground.
I like your hoodie.
In January, same month as my show debuts. So these are pre-tapes, and all my shows are pre-taped, so whatever. But it's just that... the geek culture, we're all into it. The former guys I used to work with, they're Dragon Ball Z fans. And they like anime, which I couldn't catch up because I didn't have the access as a kid with anime. I'm a Street Fighter person, as well as PS3 and Marvel. Marvel blowing up with their movies. And...
Man, I bet you're a big fan of Marvel vs. Capcom then, right?
Well, what's funny? I have never played the third one yet. I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and they had the blue disc, and it kept breaking my PlayStation 2. What? So when the third one came out, I never played it because I was into the whole Marvel Spider-Man and everything. Everybody's chanting blue pants. So so it's the whole Spider-Man thing. Right now, I'm into Lego, the Lego Marvel series, and the Avengers is coming out.
I just beat Jurassic World Lego.
Is that good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I didn't like the movie.
I beat Jurassic Park. I skipped 2 and 3 and went straight to World because, Chris Pratt. Lego Chris Pratt with Lego Raptors might be the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen. Next to Ian Malcolm. The Lego version of him laying there like, hey, what's going on? Oh, sure.
All right. Well, if I get a break, I'm gonna go pick that up. I wasn't sure about it.
On Vita, PSP Vita.
Okay.
Because I'm gone a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
So I try to get as many. The Lego games are perfect for traveling because it's one of those you can play for a little bit, put it down, don't get lost. Because sometimes there's certain games are super story heavy, and you're like, oh shit.
Wow.
I played that last week. What was I doing? I don't remember. I'm lost in the game now. Then you have to go to GameFAQs.com and all right, what was I doing? Oh, okay, good. I know where I'm at. Whereas Legos are if you know the movie, you know the story, so
yes.
Just follow it. It is cute. It's fun. Actually, right now I'm playing one of those a little bit more story-driven games, but it's all right. I beat the Lego one. That I was I'm done with this. I have so much more to do in the Lego game. I'm I'm moving on now. I beat the stories.
I think personally for me, I thought Legos were for little kids, and then I played the Marvel superheroes game, and I fell in love with it. Completely. It was cartoony. Was that the first one you played? Yes, it was.
Really?
No. Actually,
the first one was the Star Wars one for me, and I fell in love with it because I was like, oh my god, because there's a lot of adult humor they throw into it. Oh sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Maybe not overly adult, but you're like, oh my god, I can't believe they just did that. That's hilarious. And then it's just a lot of tongue-in-cheek stuff they do. It's really funny. I did I did that one. Did I have? I don't think I ever had the Indiana Jones, but I might have played it. I think I've played Friends of Mine. That was really cute. I need to go back and play that. Then Batman, and then the Pirates one was really cute too.
Really?
Yeah, like again, Johnny Depp. I don't know if you guys noticed. Johnny Depp's my number one on that list. You know, you have that list
Of guys that you like to
like
meet.
the list. If you ever the list, you don't have to explain what the list is. People know what the list is.
Wait. I'm gonna make you explain the list.
No, I'm not going to explain the
You're not
list. He's just
explaining the
number
list?
one
Excuse
of
me?
crushes. We put it that way.
Crushes. Okay.
Don't boo me, neither Rose. Boo you.
Well, guys, we know our crushes.
He's been number one since birth, guys.
I have Rosario Dawson. Rosario Dawson. The actress.
So I bet you're big into Daredevil just recently.
You know what's funny? I wasn't. It was just that I first saw her in He Got Game back in 1998, and then I just saw her beauty and everything, and I was just like, I want her to be my wife. But that would never happen. Swerve is giving me Shane Strickland's giving me raspberries.
He's wearing
I'm gonna chase him down though and
awesome.
make him talk about Kill Shot in a minute.
Well, I never come to distills my food. I'm good.
So honestly, crushes. Well, this show is really like people can say whatever they want. The host, me, is PG-13, and we just let it fly.
Yeah.
I can put an explicit label up there for the 4 kids.
I don't know what my top 5 is anymore. Like I had a top 5 that was like, all right, these are my definitive top 5.
Please don't
but
say
it
Matthew
changes,
McConaughey.
because
Please don't say McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey.
He's not in the top 5. But me and Matt. Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, no.
Thank God. I love.
No, I appreciate his dancing very much though. Like
he just can't act for me. Like.
No, he got so much better, especially when he started doing comedy. Like the 21 and 22 Jump Streets are great. He was great in that. And then like the Magic Mike Double XL, that was really funny.
Well, he used to dance.
Huh?
He used to dance.
Well, I know, but he's also really funny. Like he's gotten a lot better.
Well, it's a man law violation for a man to watch Magic Mike. So I gotta have a girl with me to watch that movie.
Well, yeah, all right, I get that.
Just like 50 Shades of Grey.
The first one was serious, life and blah. Whereas the second one was like, this is a road trip. We're gonna make this funny, and it was, and I loved it so much.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't judge me.
Well, I did like the only thing I liked about 21 Jump Street was Ice Cube. With his character.
That was great.
And then also the part in the first one where they took the drug and they started hallucinating. But
I thought it was hilarious, the whole movie. I love that movie.
Well, I did like the second one when Jonah Hill slept with his daughter and he didn't know until later on.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
That was actually funny.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
It's all right, though. I mean, the movie's kind of old.
It was awkward at the end. I hated the girl in the movie. The girl she was so awkward, the blonde girl in the movie. So anyway, we just talking with Blue Pants still. I'm gonna wrap it up a bit because we've been going long, but I don't care. It's my show. So what's next for Blue Pants? I know you probably still got some dates. Well, you don't have to tell me dates because it's dated.
I'm actually done for the year.
Huh?
I'm done for the year. I mean, again, this is December, guys. So
and this show's gonna air in 2016.
I got Shine. In January, I have Texas in January.
WrestleCon?
I have Rhea O'Reilly visiting me. That I told her that she's going to be my booking for that weekend. That's literally like she's coming in to do the Disney run and stuff and hang out like a week in Orlando. So I told her all right, well, I'm not going to take any bookings this weekend because you're in town, so you're my booking. So hopefully she pays.
So you're going to Texas for WrestleCon?
Huh?
You're going to Texas for WrestleCon?
Texas? No, the Texas was... I don't know if I'm doing WrestleCon yet or not. I'm available.
Okay.
It's a show at the end of January.
I'm going to be at WrestleMania, so I'm going to do WrestleCon.
Available.
Yeah. There's Killshot passing us again. He says he doesn't know who he is. He got the same figure, though. But... also your social media. How can people reach out to you?
I'm on Twitter. I do Twitter the most, guys. It's Wrestling Leva, all one word. Wrestling Leva. I'm on Instagram a lot. I am a very visual person, so I post a lot of pictures. So that's Wrestling Leva as well, same as Twitter. Facebook is Leva Bates, the official FP page. I am now on Twitch. I've been doing that a lot recently because I've been playing video games. I'm like, hey, if I'm playing video games, I might as well have you guys join in and hang out. That's a big hangout, what we do when I play video games.
Okay.
And I love doing it with Fallout because sometimes I'll get people on there that have played it already or been where I've been, and they'll help me out. Like, hey, if you go up to the roof, you'll find a bobblehead. I would never went up to the roof to find that bobblehead. So I'm like, oh, I'm on my way. Or they're like, okay, you keep trying this. It's not working. It's not working because you have to blow them up with this. Oh, okay. You know, like, it's nice to have people like, oh, hey.
But on the back end of things, they say like, oh, I just helped Blue Pants out, you know?
Yeah.
And everything of that nature.
I guess so, yeah.
Your YouTube?
YouTube, yes. I have my own. I think it's on Leva Bates for YouTube. But you know what? If you're on YouTube, you can find me through Geek Soapbox.
Okay.
ML Putton is the name of the channel. I'm on Periscope now. Wrestling Leva. Everything's Wrestling Leva for the most part now. So if you want to find me, just type in Wrestling Leva. I'll probably have that social media.
Okay. Well, also, there's another. I think there's a fan that did a Twitter handle and it says Wrestling Leva.
It's actually a role playing one.
Oh yeah, just
So
role playing
I
Leva
have a
Bates.
couple of role players that I actually follow them back because as somebody who used to do D&D.
Really?
Don't judge.
No.
I kind of get it.
No, just joking.
I don't know how role playing works on Twitter, but I mean that's I don't judge for that. As long as you're not actually being me. Like there was a couple of Twitters that were like tweeting out people like my friends and acting like they were me, and that was not cool. But if you're like a role player and you want to use me as your avatar or whatever, I'm totally cool with that. Have at it. Hopefully you have a better track record than I do.
Oh my goodness. Well, Leva, it was excellent interviewing you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Also, I think you have another date that I might end up going to. I think it's Remix Pro in April.
That was just announced literally yesterday or 2 days ago.
So I tell you what, after this interview, when it goes up on iTunes, I will contact you about it. And if the fans like it and they pop for Blue Pants or anything, I'll have you on as well. I don't care about what they say because I want to have you on for a second time too, and we can just kick it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because you're awesome. You're awesome. Leva Bates Blue Pants. I'm sorry, I'm marking out. But anyway,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. You're in the Shy Lounge.
Thanks for letting me eat fries and half of a wrap in your interview.
Well, you're welcome back again. You can kick your shoes off, and maybe I'll see you in X-Men gear. So, with that being said, thank you very much, Leva. Is nice having you here, and I close it out with the Shy Hands as always, and it will be on my Facebook page. Thank you very much.